Yo, Jack, are you frozen? Sam, are you there? Yeah, Jack, are you frozen? Sam, are you there? Yeah, Jack, are you frozen? Sam, are you there? What are we even doing here?
Yo, Wi-Fi fighting, but they holding it down. How about them J-era Maz ballers running Beantown? They say these guys are ridiculous, yet probably true. Like the 23 Celtics, they got a deep crew. Pregame Polly Papa trying to make some bank. Professor Pete repping Latvia, KP the thing. RJ's on the email taking fools to college. Joey, Matt, Timo, Robin, let's acknowledge. What are we even doing here? We're taking the crown. Checking Sam, talking Celtics and breaking it down. Competition can't keep up, they're starting to frown. What are we even doing here? In the garden, fighting for a quiet spot. Jack's taking notes while the crowd gets hot. Irate, insightful, not a diplomat. Sam's got a long list and it's just for rats. Rat list your Wi-Fi, rat list your dog. Rat list Bronny, rat list LeBron. Rat list the traffic, rat list the song. Rat list that's getting too long. What are we even doing here? We're taking the crown. Checking Sam, talking Celtics and breaking it down. Competition can't keep up, they're starting to frown. What are we even doing here? Might think they're chill, but don't get it twisted. They're not just hustling, they're highly gifted. Still new to the scene and making their mark. It's a humble beginning, it's a hero's arc. Sam's keeping it real with the Starkey vibe, but he's all in with Jack when it's time to ride. Yo, ass hat in the chat, Jack says don't come back. He's got zero patience for nonsense attacks. What are we even doing here? We're taking the crown. Checking Sam, talking Celtics and breaking it down. Competition can't keep up, they're starting to frown. What are we even doing here? What are we even doing here? We're taking the crown. Jack and Sam talking Celtics and breaking it down. Competition can't keep up, they're starting to frown. What are we even doing here?
Hey, we made it. Happy Tuesday. Knicks Day. They are here in TD Garden, and it's 8 p.m. tip-off, so we are a half hour late today. Jack and I are joined by the lovely Nick NBA. Nick, hello.
What's good, Sam? How y'all doing?
Doing good. Anytime there's a late primetime tip-off here, it's a little bit of a dicey day.
Yeah.
It means we have a long day ahead, long commute home. It was raining out today. It was like the darkest. John Carlos agreed with me, so I feel smart. It was like the darkest afternoon ever. Like the rain was doing something special to the skies up here.
Yeah, I had left the house at like 1:30, and it looked like it was like 6 o'clock outside. I was like, what the so it was cool, but yeah, let's get ready for this next game, man. Jack, how you doing?
Hello, everybody. What's up? How you doing, Nick?
I'm good, man.
I had to restart my computer because every once in a while I was just like, nah, your camera doesn't work. And I'm like, my camera does work. And it's like, nah, your camera doesn't work. So I restart and it's still telling me the camera doesn't work. So then I have to reset the permissions on Google. And then it's like, okay, it works now. It's like,
So like I said, it worked. Okay, cool.
yeah, exactly.
It'll do that to me
my
once in a
dad's
while.
parlay today. Pritchard 15, Derek 15, JB 30, Celtics win. Sure. I bet. You know, you're probably getting some good value on these. Nick, for context, my dad has done these Pop Tom parlays. We've deemed it like every game for the past 2-3 years. You're probably getting a lot better value now because the money line is probably a lot better on a lot of these games.
Yeah. Nah, for sure.
I just said Celtics are favored in this game. 1-point favorites.
Really?
No.
Let's pull it up.
There is
phones coming
no
out.
shot. Let me look at this.
I would be surprised, but I don't know if RJ's ever lied to me before.
1-point underdogs, he says.
Okay.
Still like pretty,
that's pretty
1-point
close.
underdogs.
Yeah, I mean,
The official Rhode Island Sportsbook says +1. I still feel like if you're betting this, don't bet because I told you to bet. But if you see a line like that and you're like, oh wow, like that doesn't seem like it's enough, it's probably because Vegas wants you to take the Knicks. That's what I'll have to say about it.
Knicks are. Did you find it already? Knicks are 1.5 now. Point favorites. Okay. So
1.5. Okay.
it's a little bit.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, it feels like Vegas is baiting people to take New York.
Yeah.
Or baiting them
really.
to take. I don't really know.
It happened
Wow.
on Wednesday last week. The Celtics were 3-point favorites against the Pistons, or they were only 3-point underdogs against the Pistons without Nemi. That's what it was. And people in the First to Floor Discord were like, "There's no way, right?" And I was sharp. I was like, "Look, this screams bet the Celtics. If you are ever confused by a betting line, you're like, that makes no sense. There's probably a reason why."
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the Knicks though they've been pretty good. They're second in the East, I believe. And I did see a quote about Joe saying that they attempt a lot more threes this year. I looked at it earlier. They were 28th in 3-point rate last season. I think they're 7th now. And Carl Anthony Towns has been picking and popping more this season, and they really like lean into that more. So Mike Brown has really got that offense like flowing. I think they're third in offensive rating, so they're like a more like free flowing team this year. Another part that is Mitchell Robinson playing? I assume he's healthy.
He's on the roster on the big board here. It doesn't say he's starting, but I think he's gonna play.
Okay, yeah, he's been really good this year, and I mean, yeah, all of us kind of saw like in that playoff series last year that he could be a monster, right? They're fourth in offensive rebound percentage, they're first in defensive rebound percentage. So for a team that might struggle to rebound sometimes in the Celtics, that could be a problem. Especially with the Knicks being a taller team as far as Robinson and Cat. Hard start. Okay, cool. Brunson, McBride, Bridges. Okay, cool. So we assume that JB's on no OG. Okay, yeah. We assume that JB's on Towns, like always, because he was the first game, but Ugo also that game, so I don't know.
I don't know how you guard him. I mean, I said this. Who'd you say you think will guard Towns? Demi?
He said Jalen.
Yeah.
Oh, Jalen. I don't hate Jalen. I would rather Walsh. I would rather put Walsh on Cat. I know he's smaller, but I feel like as they have done in past series, I would rather put Walsh on him, because then I think they'll just run Cat post ups the whole game, and I think the Celtics win a game where it's Cat post ups. I think that could be an avenue to winning basketball. Then again, I think Walsh on Brunson would also be fun. Walsh is gonna guard one. He better. He's got to guard one of them.
Yeah.
And I think they have been using, like, I bet they guard Hart with Derek White so he can be like help over center. I don't really know what they do past that. I'm interested. Maybe to put Kata on
Hart.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I think this could be a very interesting game. I think you're going to see a lot of Josh Hart and Miles McBride open threes. And then I think you'll see a lot of Towns post-ups, because those are the shots the Celtics are probably wanting the Knicks to take.
I do feel like there's a significant strength disadvantage when it comes to Walsh defending Cat. He has good length. He has the wingspan to hang with him. But if he does get posted up, it might not go well for him. That's why I like the Jalen matchup better. Jalen's jacked. Not hard to see that when he comes to the podium. Guy's absolutely massive. He is built to contend with Karl Towns in the post. I can see it happening, but at the same time, like, if you put Jalen on Towns in the post, you do run the risk of perhaps he gets a bad whistle and he gets in foul trouble quick, and if Jalen has to go to the bench, they are in big trouble. Like, if there's one thing about this Celtics team that you can feel awful about, it's if Jaylen Brown needs to sit down, get his breath, or he's in foul trouble, they are not going to play well.
Yeah. I was gonna say that when Jack said Walsh, but like Walsh is athletic, he's long, but of course he's like not as strong as Jalen, of course, and like that can lead to foul trouble, that can lead to them getting easy buckets, but also like Jalen is exerting a lot of energy on the other side. So a guy like Walsh, who's not really gonna be doing that on that side, you kind of just want not Jalen to take it easy, because you definitely don't want that, but like if you like Towns, like keeping Towns from posting up and getting a good post up position takes a lot, right? So I feel like Walsh is up for that challenge, but yeah, we've always had Cato on like the wing, you know what I'm saying, when we play these guys. So I wouldn't mind that. I do remember Ugo playing a huge part of the last Knicks game. He was guarding like Brunson very well in like his first real NBA action, and hopefully he goes back to him, because even in the Cavs game in the fourth quarter, he like shifted some stuff, played some good defense. He dove for a loose ball, he hit a three. So always want to see him play. Baylor might have a sneaky game. I've been really enjoying his season so far. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see who guards who. No OG makes things a lot easier for Jalen, of course. And a lot of things that we did versus the Cavs with like hunting Garland and stuff, like we can do that to Brunson. McBride's a good defender, but he's just small. So and we all know how Towns is defensively. So hopefully we can take advantage of those guys.
No one loves Baylor like Dave loves Baylor. I'll say that.
You guys are both in the fan club. Both supporters.
I love Baylor. I think Baylor's been really
Baylor.
good this season. He's been so good this season, man. I've been very impressed. But I don't know. It feels like he's also been like the only one of the bench wing bunch to play almost every game. Like maybe he'll play 5 minutes, but he's getting a chance. He's gotten a chance almost every single game this season. Like I wonder how many DMPs he's got this year, because I would bet you it's less than even like Jordan Walsh, who's not a full-time starter.
Because like
even feels like he's always been there.
Yeah, because Jordan had that stretch in the beginning of the season where he didn't play until like the Rockets game where he got like garbage time and shit. So
yeah, Baylor's played in 16 of 20. Walsh has played in 16. They played in the same. Okay, they played in the same 16 to 20. I don't know. I really like the Shireman minutes. I think he's really earned his place in the rotation, at least getting a little bit of a look on a nightly basis. I would love to see more Ugo, though, man. I don't know why he's kind of fallen out. I guess it's tough when you do have so many wings, but I feel like he should be playing a little bit more. I would like to see a little bit more from Ugo.
Jack, every single time he comes in the fourth quarter, it's for him to change the energy, and he literally does it every single time. But I don't know if they're just I listen, it is tough because Baylor's playing well. Jordan Walsh is a starter now. Even Josh Minot has picked it up some after having a little bit of a slow stretch there after losing his spot in the starting lineup. But like shit, like Ugo provides something every single time he's out there. Like offensively, it might be a little bit murky, but like I think he's a really underrated passer. And if the shot goes down, listen, brother, we can do something. But I know defensively, even against the best offensive players in the league, like he can hang with them and force turnovers and force those guys not to shoot. So I would love to see more of him. Hopefully we can.
Yeah, you mentioned like he literally just comes in the fourth quarter and is asked to go out there and turn up the intensity. It's remarkable that he does that after just sitting on the bench for 3 quarters. Like it's almost like Mazzulla is testing him. Like this is one of the weird Joe Mazzulla coaching tactics where he's like, let's see what this kid's made of. I'm going to sit him for the entire game and then put him in when it's relatively like the Cavs game when he came in, it wasn't a blowout. Like they were holding off a run. And Ugo made a 3 in that. He played good defense. I think he got a steal. Like his ability to just be ready in those moments says a lot about his character and I think just his feel for the game in general. So that's like something that we can all be excited about, even though it is a bit of a mystery. I think it just kind of goes more into like they like what they're seeing from Jordan Walsh. Clearly, they like what they've seen from Shireman lately. In Minot, it feels like they trust him enough to get him out there. And like I'm a fan of his, but he hasn't been as consistent as I think we all would have liked after the hot start. But Ugo feels like the odd man out in a weird way.
Yeah, because even in the Nets game that we lost, we were getting like blown out, and then Ugo, after not playing, came into that fourth quarter, and then that's when we kind of got closer. And I think that was when Jalen had like 5 fouls, and like we were like, oh, this stretch could get ugly. But they had a lineup with him and kind of brought the game closer, and then allowed them to get closer when Jalen came back. Now that it didn't help because MPJ turned into MJ, but yeah, it is what it is. But no, yeah, I would love to see him more, especially against a team that we saw him have some success against early on in the season. And like it just helps Jalen and Derek and those guys so much that they don't have to chase around Brunson. So like let the young guys do that while you do the other stuff. So yeah, man.
My question: which big is the first off the bench tonight?
X. I'll go X.
X. Okay. So we think Garza has lost his I'm going to be the first guy in every time.
He might have.
Because he might be the first. Because I don't know, man. I really don't know. Because Joe does like reward guys for like playing well. So like if you played well the last game, you know what I'm saying? Well, except for Ugo, but if you play well the last game, he usually is like, all right, I'll give you a chance. I don't know if that means he's gonna be the first. Like, as he could not be the first and still play more than Garza, but I think especially if Cat's in, X is a much better matchup than Garza. So I don't know. Because I think X was really good in the Cavs game. Like, really good. And Evan Mobley's like taller, but X's size, like he just couldn't get around him sometimes on the glass. So and X can really pass. And if he can hit a three, Big Boucher game, no idea why, but that's how Joe. Hey, that's probably how Joe gonna go. Hey, Chris Boucher first big off the pitch. That's how he roll. But no, I'm a go X.
Yeah.
You?
I liked seeing X last game. I feel like in my not's like the weird small ball five. Like I'm a massive fan of his. They just don't really seem to like they trust him more than the rest of the bigs if they have the opportunity to run small ball. I think they prefer to do that. But as far as Tillman goes, not only was he good last game, but I feel like throughout the season he's actually been good. It's just like we haven't seen him that much. Like I can't from memory tell you a Tillman game from this season that I was like, oh, he shouldn't be out there. He's clearly hurting them. Like I think it was a reminder on Sunday that he's on the team and he's useful. He is going to be useful in spots, and he was impactful on defense. He had 3 steals and a block. He was everywhere. I want to see him get more opportunity. They need to kind of scratch and claw and see what they can get out of this front court because it's the biggest weakness on the team. And if you can find one of these guys to be reliable behind Nimi, it's going to make your team so much better in the long run.
I will say, and Nimi is slowly catching up to him, nobody sets a better screen than Xavier Tillman on this basketball team. Nobody sets. I think he sets the best screens on the team. No, he's not as big, and so naturally, like Nimi will get him a little bit every once in a while. Garza's all right at it, but he doesn't really create enough space. I think one of the first floor guys was like opening my eyes to that in the preseason. I was like, yeah, I see it. Now I can't unsee it. My not is like in Boucher's not like X is. Like, he is stout enough to where people just run into him, and there's nothing they can do about it. There was a screen he set in the Cavs game the other night to get Pritchard an open 3, and Garland just had.
Yep.
No, he might as well have tiptoed around the screen. That's how he had to get around it. He couldn't, like, he just had to, like, go all the way around to a U-turn.
He could have just gone on his leg.
Exactly. And then X passing also underrated.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. He's just a very useful player.
And yeah, so with Kata screens, it's like the best screens that Kata sets is when he's able to get like his full body, like the length of his, not the length, but like the width of his body, like all the way out, and he's just like push, like not push because that's illegal, but like he's just like touch you because he's 7 foot, he's long, and again, you can't get around it. Now, actually setting the screen, like X's strength, his intelligence, all that comes into play there. And I think like the most underrated part about screening is the guard actually waiting for the center to set the damn screen. A lot of screens that get called is because the guard doesn't wait, and now the center has to like speed up and do all this. So if the guard just sits there and waits for the screen, I know that's hard when you're being pressured and all that, but like X is grown man strength. Like he got 3 kids, bro. Like he got the strength. So just let him set the damn screen. Right. He got the dash strength. There you go. So like Kata, Like Courtnett was so good with the angles of the screens. Like he knew that and like how to slip, how to do all that. But if we're going off like straight strength and like intelligence and like people hitting the screen and then like Garland and Brunson like screening against them, X is gonna have a field day. I think all of them are, but X and Kata especially, like we should run a lot of actions where they're screening Brunson, like a Brunson and Cat pick and roll defensively. We should score a lot, man.
They need to have the ball handlers to actually do it. I feel like Pritchard's like the only guy that's been great in the pick and roll this year. Like Anthony's like, maybe I'll pass it, maybe I won't. They don't really, like off the top of my head, I don't think they do it a lot with Jalen. Derek has been okay, but hasn't been great getting downhill and finishing inside the three-point line. Just isn't shooting well from two. Hopefully they find it today. I'd love to see them dismantle the Knicks. The Knicks are one of my least favorite teams in the league. I think Cat is insufferable. He whines at any opportunity he gets. I would love to see an upset today. I feel like the fans in here are going to be up for it too. A little bit of a later start. It's going to give people more time to get in the building. And they're kind of like feeding off of whatever they built last Wednesday here, where I think people remembered that these games are fun to go to again. Like, it's fun to support your team when they don't quite have championship expectations. It's not championship or bust. It's let's see if we can go win tonight. We'll have fun. Like, I'm pumped. I think it's going to be a fun one.
I said this earlier in the year. I've enjoyed watching these games and following this team than I have the last couple of years, which I think might be a hot take considering how good they've been. There's just something inherently more intriguing about, one, not knowing if they'll win or lose, two, not knowing what the game's going to look like, and three, Peyton Pritchard could have 42, Jalen Brown could have 41, Amari Williams could play 15 minutes, Hugo could, guard Brunson for an entire 3 quarters. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Who knows? Baylor could have, 30 tonight, or Hugo Gonzalez, who played 35 minutes because he guards Brunson when he checks in the first time, does a great job, and Joe doesn't want to take him out. Like, we don't know what's going to happen. And I find that very exciting, and I'm excited to see what they can do tonight. And I think every game against a good team is going to be extremely fun to watch because, as we've seen this year, by and large, outside of a couple exceptions, the Celtics have been in almost like every single game they've played, and that's a fun team to watch.
Yeah, I was very excited for the season just because of like the uncertainty. It's like you said, Jack. Like there's so many moving pieces and there's so many things that can happen every game. So, sorry, I was looking up the pick and roll handling stuff as Sam was talking. So Jalen, he right now he's 5.8 pick and roll handler possessions per game. 1.09 points per possession. Which is pretty good. Simons, 3.6 per game, which I think is, if that feels low, but 0.89 points per possession. Pritchard is 1.02. So again, like, of course, Jalen and Pritchard are better handlers at that. I think Simons has improved. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get it. But I think Simons has improved in that. Like throughout this season, where like earlier on, like anytime a team blitzed a pick and roll, he was dead in the water. Like he just couldn't. And now he's starting to make those pocket passes and stuff to Kata and the roll man. So Derek play type 0.87 points per possession, which is lower than Simons. Which I could. That's
not good.
Let's cut that part out. Let's edit that out.
Yeah, never mind. Cut that.
Edit that out. I was talking about DJ White. So yeah. And yeah. And the thing I was really interested to see coming into this season is like, because Tatum was one of the heaviest like pick and roll guys in the league, right? And if I go to Tatum, I go to his pick and roll stuff last year. Like last year, he had 530 possessions as a pick and roll handler, right? And without him, like obviously that's gonna go to a lot of people like Jalen, Derek, and Pritchard. And last year, Jalen had 247 possessions as a pick and roll handler. He already has 104 this year, and we're not even like, we're almost like a quarter way through the season, and he's handled that well with a 63 true shooting percentage so far. So I just like that he's been able to have the ball more in those situations, and he's doing well with him.
It's shocking to me that Pritchard and Simons run the same amount of pick and roll possessions per game. I want Pritchard's way up. That is not an acceptable number. Like, he is too good in the pick and roll as a ball handler to only
I think
be
that's
getting
low.
3.6 a game. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's me. That's got to be higher.
Yeah, I think that feels low. To be like, as soon as I seen, I was like, that feels low. But like last year, it's at 2.1. Like I don't, because yeah, of course he's like him and Derek's like their shot attempts versus like catch and shoot versus like being on the ball have like shot up, of course, without Tatum. So maybe that makes a little sense that even though he's getting more opportunity on the ball, he's only getting about one extra one. But I don't know. I feel like that feels low. I'll double check it, but like
This is because this is also telling me that Nimi only runs 1.8 pick and roll as the man in possession per game.
What are you looking at?
That just cannot be right.
Yeah,
I'm looking at NBA.com players pick and roll, play type, pick and roll man.
NBA.com
And it says
be
Nimi
lying.
runs 1.8 possessions a game.
I'm looking at
like that. That just
no. I'm not looking at NBA.com. I don't. The only thing
what do you
I get
use?
certain things from NBA.com. I'm just like they just I don't know. But no, I'll
What do you use your pick and roll?
check. So I use NBA rapm.com. It has like all the I'll
APM.
send it to you. Huh?
Okay, yeah, thank you.
And then
Yeah,
Data
send it.
Baller has some stuff. But yeah, it's kind of tricky sometimes to like actually see. But like if I see anything that says Kata has 2 roll man possessions per game, I'm just not gonna look at it. So it is weird.
Maybe it's tracking the amount of times they actually give him the ball.
Ooh, then they'll be lower. Sorry.
Maybe it's like one single pass per game that he gets. Speaking of, if Amari gets in the game today, I would like to see them hit him on the short roll and let him make some decisions. Like, they don't let guys make enough decisions on the short roll for some reason. I feel like it could be an Anthony Simons, like, leading the bench squad thing where he just doesn't give the ball up for whatever reason. But they have done a good job of creating numbers advantages in that when teams will blitz the ball handler, and they don't really take advantage of it the way they should.
I don't want to hijack the show. I know
By all means.
I know it's almost 8 o'clock. But he's a rookie. He just played like he's only played 18 NBA minutes. So I'm not saying like fully run the offense through him without him earning it type shit. But like, bro, can he just touch the ball? Like there's one thing that I know for sure. His rebounding is iffy. Him doing the big man shit is iffy. But I guarantee you, if he touches the ball, your shot quality will skyrocket. I can guarantee you that. So even if it's just him touching it in the handoffs, run the zoom action for him. Like have him pat. Listen, well that's a reach. I was gonna say have him be the pass on the chest action, but that means he's bringing the ball up and stuff. But like just let him touch the basketball. He's going to find shooters like clockwork. Now, this is irrelevant because he's probably not even going to play. But I said that last time when he played 15 fucking minutes. So I don't know. But just like they haven't tapped into his best skill set like at all yet. And I think he has to prove that he can do the other stuff and he has to earn that trust 100%. But they haven't even used his best skill set yet. So
he is the only active NBA guy today, and they're all here.
For what it's worth, NBA RAPM also has Nimi at 1.8 roll man possessions per game. So I don't really know what's happening.
Okay, so cut out everything I just said.
Well, I just don't get it. Like, how can that possibly be? It just can't.
Nah, I can't because
I have eyes.
Yeah, no,
that's why I can't.
I can turn on any game and see like if I was to watch every single game, and I would be like, oh, okay, I'm stopping this game when he rolls 3 times. I wouldn't get past the first half. I would never get past the first half. Like
exactly.
So I don't know, but we'll see. I guess the best thing to go by this is points per possessions and not the actual possessions. Because that's accurate. The true shooting stuff is usually pretty accurate. So probably not the possessions per game stuff. Probably gonna stay away from that. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited to see. And Kaden was like really tired in the T-Wolves game. Like dead ass like hunched over gas. Like he was dead ass gas, bro. So I wonder how the extra day is, because I think it's like more of a getting, because he didn't miss that much time, right? He only missed a game, right? But of course, it's like maybe a practice or two, something like that. But I want to see like what kind of shape he's into. So yeah, man.
It is so funny that he was just absolutely wiped. Like literally just only had a night off. Didn't miss like a significant amount of time. There was no ramp up. He just rolled his ankle and he was gassed. I hope he's in better shape today. They're gonna need him. They're gonna need him to have all his legs underneath him to box out. Mitchell Robinson being in this game is a little scary to me. I saw him. Yeah. He was out on the court way early. He was doing he wasn't practicing free throws, but he was practicing his free throw motion. He was shooting the ball up in the air with wasn't at the basket doing it. They didn't have him the first time these two teams played, and I am terrified of what it's going to mean when he's actually out
there. Yeah, man.
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad.
He's an offensive rebound killer, man. He's a killer. So yeah, him on the glass. Like again, I said I think they're first in defensive rebound percentage, and I know like Walsh, Minot, Kada, if Garza plays, they love to crash the offensive glass, but they're fourth in offensive rebound percentage, which has also always been a problem for the Celtics this year. So, he can be a huge problem in this game. He can be a huge problem.
We can wrap it there. 4 minutes on the arena clock left. Almost game time here. Nick, you got anything coming down the pipeline you want to plug before we let everybody go?
I'll see y'all on Thursday. I'll see you on Thursday, Jack. That's all I'm gonna say. I need a vet, bro. I need a vet, bro. I need a vet.
I'm pumped. That's great news. Happy to hear that. You guys can keep your eyes peeled for whatever Nick's got coming there. Jack and I will be back in the morning with the game recap for this one. Hopefully we're talking about positive things. Until then, here's Joe. Thanks for coming.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your